Have you heard of Stray? It's all I've heard about for the better part of how many weeks now? It's basically been all over every piece of newsfeed, Twitter, Facebook. It's been everywhere. People are excited to play the cat game. They love it. But is it any good? I mean, the only thing that really seems to get through the newsfeed is that you can play as a cat, and it's amazing and incredible, and, well, it's kind of not, unfortunately. So, Stray is, as I've just said, it's a game where you play as a cat. And as said cat, you're able to do standard cat things. You're able to nuzzle up to other cats. You're able to scratch the floor, scratch walls, curl up in a ball somewhere and go to bed, that sort of thing. You have the dexterity of a cat. She's able to run around everywhere, jump to wherever that is in your reach, and so on and so forth. That kind of thing is really rock solid. Where the game lets it down is it's sort of kind of mid in almost every aspect. The plot is somewhat, it's just unspecific. Humans have gone into some kind of unspecific apocalypse. They've disappeared, and originally what they did to try and survive was put everybody in underground cities. That's where you find yourself, in one of these underground cities, as you try and explore and figure out what's going on. But you never find out anything more than that. You just find out that, oh, humans are gone and now want to go out. It has been a billion years, or a billion days, sorry, as specified by a robot, since the last human was ever seen or spotted or anything. And now it's time to see if the world is back to normal, see if the world's recovered, see if we can go outside. You don't find anything out, you don't discover anything new, you just get out. That's pretty much it. Which I guess is to be expected considering you are just a cat, but you as the player want to know what went on. You want to know what happened. You don't find out anything though, you just get out. The levels are interesting, but gameplay is somewhat lackluster because where Stray shines is by being able to explore and rut around and see what you can find in the area. When you're going during linear segments and trying to solve puzzles, that's fine. The puzzles are very, very simple and don't require any thought whatsoever. But when you get out of those sections, you're able to explore in this large city, effectively. The first time you find that is the slums, and there are multiple levels, there are multiple rooms, multiple shops. You can explore everywhere and see inside just little nooks and crannies and see the world as it is now. You get to interact with the robots that now inhabit this area. You get to meet and talk and find out how life goes on around here. It's so full of life and heart that it's really difficult to not find it all wholly charming. There's a lot of humanity in just machines and beeps and boops and text on a screen. It does a brilliant job of showing that humanity and having it shine through to you. But after the slums level, you get nothing. Midtown is trying to emulate that, but it doesn't have as much area to explore. The shops there are very, very simple. There's no second layer to explore, and when you're trying to find secrets, you don't rut around and try and explore high and low and find little areas that you could have missed, but just because you happen to go through here, you just happen to find it. No, you have to go to specific areas and happen to find the one ledge that you can clamber onto to get to said secret. It's not organic. The slums were an organic, explorative area, whereas Midtown is not. And that's it. Everything in between is a linear series of events as you get from point A to point B. The story is lackluster, and being a cat can only hold up so far, because I think that's basically what Stray is trying to do. It's trying to make it so that being a cat is the best ever thing that you could ever do, so why would you not play this game? Because you're a cat, it's amazing! And I feel like they've paid off loads of people to be able to talk about that, because like I said earlier, every single news outlet is talking about how you can be a cat and how it's releasing today, but there's not much to it. There's not much of substance. Stray is a short 5-hour stint where you can enjoy being a cat and explore one area before you proceed to get bored and just want to finish the game. Or at least that's what happened to me. It's barely engaging, and it's kind of sad because there's a lot of wasted potential. There is so much life that shines through in this game, and that only shines through in the slums, which is meant to be the dingiest place. When you get to Midtown, all of that is lost. It seems as though they ended the game on sort of a cliffhanger, so I'd be eager to see what they could do with the game in the future, as there are threads left untold and still more mysteries to solve. So if they could do something new with the cat in a sequel as they try to find maybe their brethren, I'd be interested, because they have a lot of ground that they can work with and potentially a lot of ways they could improve. So yeah, that's Stray. Overall, not a bad experience, but honestly, you could spend £20 on something else. Something so much better. But yeah, that's Stray. Thank you for listening. Have a good morning, have a good afternoon, have a good evening. I am simply not here, my guy. Ooh. I mean, I guess he'll spot me. I guess he'll spot me one way or another.